Okay, remember that they're changing my voice. So my throat is burning, there's stuff in my throat. Let me just say this quickly here. For those of you who aren't smart enough to know that I'm right, just think of it this way, if you really have to. Imagine if I am right, and obviously I'm right, but imagine if I am if you have your doubts. And America and the rest of the world, they think that they should compare the actual idea Jesus is superimposed on to the Grinch. And just completely kind of merge some of their characteristics with, the color green or something. And like a jester making fun of something else, kind of try to play an idea that the Grinch doesn't really look like. And that is the idea of the ideal person, who's the most handsome person ever. For anything, they look like the Grinch, not me. And to say, well, this guy's trying to ruin Christmas by telling us the truth about love for God, romantic love for your family, you name it. And there's a bunch of gays, there's a bunch of rich guys who rape kids, a bunch of rich guys who are gays, a bunch of just erotic desire scum, people in biker gangs, people who prostitute females, people who encourage females to get drunk, and, jocks, and just idiots and scum, just lowlifes. And they want to destroy the idea of everything that is good and pure and superimpose cheesiness like the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus and the spirit that they perhaps are the essence of, the spirits that they're the essence of, on things that matter. And then they say to me, don't ruin Christmas. They say, if you don't ruin our Christmas, we won't ruin yours. Okay? That's what they were saying some years back, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago. They drop little hints about why they were harassing me here and there. And they'd act like some kind of crazy clown, some kind of goofy cop, some kind of, malicious homosexual, they'd act like these certain typical obnoxious and evil white characters that all of us, and I imagine especially white people who deal with white people probably more than I do, have seen. Right? These people who are mockers and scoffers and wise asses and just really idiot, really immature people. And so they made it so that I have to be off of my parents' property and my whole family, by the 26th. Okay, after for quite some time they kept moving back the date. There was some kind of discussion with the buyers, what have you. After, the property was foreclosed on, so on and so forth. A humanitarian that did so much for the community, but first and foremost, Christ, the Son of God. And they think that their culture has some kind of worth. Can you imagine that when they pray, they think that God cares about it? Whether you know what's going on or not, how come you don't see it in each other? How come you don't see the pettiness in each other? How come you don't see the refusal to be fair in each other? How come you don't see that their marriages are based on just social norm filth and not love? Well, why the fuck don't you people see it? But you keep going through life. You're like, we see it to some degree. We see it, no, you don't see it my way. No. You don't see it my way. Okay, maybe in the greatest stretch of the imagination. So you saw it my way, you would have no part in it. How would you feel if a child molester told you, and I know you all, I strongly suspect you all don't have sex with children, but maybe you do. Okay, how would you feel if a child molester said to you that he sees it your way when it comes to child molestation? Wouldn't you say, what the fuck are you talking about? If you saw it my way, you wouldn't be having sex with children. It's very straightforward. And so it is with honoring God and true love. If you saw it my way, you wouldn't be bitch-ass, Yankee Doodle, Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, fucking pussies.